Hello everyone. So I'm back again with another interesting topic for those who are taking IELTS exam. So I'll be talking about in this session top reading strategies so that you can score band 8 plus in your IELTS reading. So let's begin the class. A very good evening to everyone. So today we are going to talk about reading strategies which are required to score band 8 plus in IELTS reading. So how to get high band score? First of all, it's really important to practice, but you need to have the right strategy to practice. You need to have the right way that you can get your answers. But then too, I would say that practice makes perfect. And after a long time of practicing, our work becomes natural, skillful, swift and steady. So I would just like to quote that this is said by Bruce Lee. So using these strategies, if you keep practicing, you will surely going to get band 8 plus. So I'm Dr. Kanwaljeet Kaur. Hello Navneet, very good evening. I'm Dr. Kanwaljeet Kaur from Unacademy. I'm a British Council certified IELTS trainer. My referral code is KCAR10. And I'm also a CELTA certified trainer. You can follow me on my profile on Unacademy to know more about my upcoming courses and the courses that I've already published in the past. So for that, you have to be a plus learner. That is, you need to take a plus subscription. So all of us are here on Unacademy to help you score high in your IELTS exam. So if you want to boost your band scores, you need to follow us. What do we do? How do we help you that you can score high bands? That is, we come up with more than 20 courses every month. So every educator comes up with 2 courses. I've just recently completed my listening course and reading course. And this month, in the month of January, I'm going to come up with one more listening course which will commence on 7th of January and a writing course which will commence on 1st of January 2022. These are structured courses. We'll be giving you 8 to 9 sessions in each course so that you can develop proficiency. So that when you take your exam, you are clear and thorough with all the aspects of all the 4 modules: reading, writing, listening and speaking. So I just need to tell you about this new series that we have started, special series for you. If you want to know your IELTS exam better, you can attend all these special classes, free classes. So I'll be coming live for this class at 6 p.m. We'll be talking to you about computer-based and paper-based tests. So if you are confused whether to take computer-based IELTS or paper-based IELTS, you can attend this session at 6 p.m. It's a free class, special class. For that, what you need to do is download Unacademy app, go to IELTS category, follow me on my profile, and you will get the message for this class. I'll be coming live at 6 p.m. to tell you about the IELTS computer-based and paper-based test. We have this special series in which various topics will be taken by different educators who are going to tell you about the overview of the IELTS exam. Like 26 January at 11 a.m. you can see that educators will come and tell you about the tips and strategies that are required to ace the IELTS exam. And then all about IELTS at 4 p.m. and preparation for IELTS at 7 p.m. Similarly, we completed 2 classes, special classes, free classes today on Saturday. So if you want to know more about these strategies, how to register for the exam, how to crack IELTS exam with high bands, you can be a part of this Know Your Exam series, which is which is a series of special classes or free classes for you. Now we are also starting this Grammar T20 series for all our IELTS aspirants, and every Monday to Friday, like every day, Monday to Friday, weekdays, we'll be coming live at 5 p.m. with this 20 grammar questions in 20 minutes. And if you are able to crack it, yes, you'll get a gift voucher from Amazon worth 500. For that you need to use my referral code KCOR10. So for IELTS preparation, Unacademy is the best platform. We train you for both general and academic tests. We have more than 20 courses every month. As I told you that every educator comes up with more than 2 or 3 courses, and which will definitely help you ace your IELTS exam. And we have dedicated doubt solving sessions, mock tests. So how to enroll? How to take IELTS subscription? So if you come to us for a month, if you use my referral code KCOR10 on your phone and use the plan, you have to choose the plan. Choose the plan and then use the referral code, you'll get 10% discount on the fee. So it will be 2,430 if you use the referral code. It would be 6,070 if you use my referral code. So that, because the actual fee is 6,750 and then the actual fees is 2,700. And then if you come for 6 months, if you're a beginner, you can come for 6 months. That would be a very good time for you to prepare. So it's 10,800, and if you use the referral code, you will directly get 10% discount. You can also come for 2 months. 5,000 is the fee, which goes down to 4,500 if you use the referral code. So using the referral code, how it helps you? You become our Plus learner, and Plus learners can unlock our previous courses and also learn from us live in the classes. So let's begin with today's class, the top strategies and tips that are required to ace your reading exam. Most of the learners find reading exam difficult. Even the native speakers find that difficult. So what do you need to do to get the answers within the time limit? That is, you need to strategize it. How to strategize it, that comes into the scene. So if you see the IELTS exam overall, if you are an academic test taker, you have a different paper pattern altogether. And if you are a general test taker, you have a different paper pattern. But the time limit is same. Academic reading is for 60 minutes and general is for 60 minutes. Listening and speaking are the same. So now our focus is on academic reading. In the last class, I talked about writing, that too essay writing. Now here I'm talking about academic reading. So the time limit is the same, but the paper pattern is a bit different. The format is a bit different of academic reading and general reading. They both differ in the format of the test. How? So if you see 60 minutes test, so time, you need to take care of time when you are taking IELTS reading, because in 60 minutes, you have to crack 40 questions. Each question carrying 1 mark. If you talk about academic reading passages, there are 3 long reading passages. And if you talk about GT, general training, you have 3 sections. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. And you have more than 1 passage. Part 1, you have 3 passages. Short passages. Part 2, I'm talking about GT here. Part 2, you have 2 short passages. And part 3, you have 1 long passage. So these many passages are there in GT, general training reading. But in academic, you have only 3 long passages. Now, as you take the exam, it becomes progressively difficult. Like as you go ahead, move ahead. Part 3, general training learners find part 3, that is 1 long passage, as the toughest. So what could be done? How you can crack it? Where are these texts taken from? That as you move ahead in the exam, they become progressively difficult. Why? Because they are taken from authentic reading material. They are taking from newspapers, magazines, journals, advertisements, notices. If we talk about general is from advertisement, notices, company handbooks, because you are taking general training. Why? Because you are going to an English speaking country for job related purposes. So that's why the texts are more general. There are notices, advertisements, journals, and official documents. But if you talk about academic, it is more academic topics, mainly researches. In 80. Now, here I have written clear differences that you can see. And this is how you strategize. When you know the difference, and then you can strategize. As I told you that in academic, you have 3 long passages. In general, you have short passages. What are the difficulties that most of the learners face when they are taking their IELTS reading? What are the difficulties? The most, what problems do they face and what do they do? The biggest mistake that you do is you read the text before the questions. As soon as you open the paper, you see the reading text and you start reading the text. This is a wrong approach. The correct approach is that you need to first read the questions. So the first thing that you need to do is reading questions first. Then there are distractors. IELTS reading has a lot of distractors. You feel that, for example, you are taking, these are multiple choice questions. So you will find all the answers correct. So how to deal with distractors? Many times learners, the test takers, they don't read the whole sentence. They don't read the text carefully and don't comprehend, and as soon as they find the keyword, they think that this is the right answer. And taking answers from the question straightforward. There are synonyms, antonyms. The word order is different. These are the challenges that are there, problems that are there. So what do you need to do? So before you take the exam, you should build your vocabulary. Synonym word bank. What is the meaning of that? You should know that this particular word is the synonym of that. What you can do for that is read. Read material, read authentic material, read as well as general English. Just take a note of all the unknown words that you every time come across and make vocabulary cards. Second most important thing is skimming and scanning. Skimming and scanning skills are to be learned. What are skimming and scanning skills? Skim, reading the text thoroughly, or reading the text quickly, quick reading skills. To know the idea, what are they asking? Reading for gist. So that is quick reading skills have to be learned, learners, for that. Skimming, to get an overall idea of what they are asking. Suppose you are reading a news article. You read the title of the article and you go through it quickly to understand what it is all about. You don't read in depth. So the first skill that is required is skimming. Second is scanning, looking for some specific details, particular words. You should know how to find out these particular words in the text. So skimming and scanning skills have to be learned before you take the exam. So get trained for that from a trained educator, or you can say a certified educator. How to do skimming and scanning. You need to learn these skills. Then in summary completion, you need to be good at spelling. You need to be good at grammar because you have to fit the answer in the given blanks in summary. If you are writing misspelled words, you will be penalized. These are incorrect. So grammar, spelling, skimming, scanning, word bank. So if you talk about top strategies before you take the exam, this is about, and grammar knowledge is very important if you are an IELTS test taker. You should know if this word is a noun or a verb or adjective. So before I tell you that you have to underline the keywords, you should know that what is a noun, verb or adjective, what is a proper noun. You should know word forms. Sometimes in the question it is impress and in the passage it is impression. So different word forms. Sometimes it is action in the question and it is activity in the passage. Now, when you practice your tests, right, you need to analyze question, understand the meaning, and increase your speed of reading the questions. And when you become comfortable, you take your test and give yourself timed practice. Timed. Now, as I told you that you need to be good at skills like skimming and scanning. Now, this is how you do during the test. These are the strategies during the test. First, read directions. Instructions, everyone. It is very, very important to read instructions. Why? You should know what type of task it is. So, we'll be going to type of task after that. After this thing. Instructions. Type of task. Whether they are asking you to write 2 words in the blank or 3 words in the blank. Type of whether it is a multiple choice question task, whether it is true, false, not given, whether it is yes, no, not given. These are the different tasks that are asked. There are 11 types of tasks which are asked to you in IELTS reading. You should know all the task types. So, first you read in directions and instructions and you understand what type of question it is. Then the second step is look at the title and heading and get the idea of what this text is about. You shouldn't just start reading the passage and seeing the question and do. No. Because you need to manage your time. 40 questions in 60 minutes. Strategize it. Read the title, headings. Just see the passage and get an idea what this is all about. If it's a research on coral reef, if it is a passage on drug addiction, just understand what it is all about. If it is on Great Wall of China, then after reading first sentence and first paragraph, when you get the idea what it is about, quickly in a minute, then you go to the questions. Because now you know what the passage is all. Don't start reading the passage. Understand what this passage is all about and then go to the questions. Look at the questions, underline and circle keywords. What are keywords in the question? Proper nouns, first of all. Name of the researcher, date, name of any place, name of a person, proper nouns, and then dates, some adjectives, verbs that you think that are some new words. Keywords are never words which are already there in the title. Then you can actually predict. These are not the answers. Prediction. What answer could you write? Prediction can be done. Okay, once you read the question, you understand what they are trying to ask you. Then you need to scan the passage. Once you have read the questions, you have underlined some keywords. Those words will be there in the text. Go to the text, find those words, scan the passage and keywords and the synonym. Sometimes the same keyword is not there. Synonyms are there. Scan the passage and find those keywords and synonyms. Underline those because you know the answer is around that word only. The keyword that is there in the passage. This is the main strategy that you can employ. And when you find the paragraph area where the word is, circle and underline it. And see that if it's the correct area. Then if you think that this word is repeated again and again, then the keyword is not the same and then you need to find it from some other word, using some other word. After that, read question, do the answer. Read question, do the answer. Read question, do the answer. This is the way you need to do. Questions in IELTS test, they are in an order, in a sequence. Most of the time, except batching heading. Whether you are taking summary completion, true, false, not given, they are in an order. So that's the best part of it. So whether you are taking true, false, not given, or you are taking summary completion, multiple choice there. So you are going to get the first question from the first part, second question from the second, which is in an order, right? And If you have more than one answer, mark the possible answer. So you can do rough work in your question paper. You can make some notes as well, like when you think that what it is given. Copy the answer in the answer sheet when you are confident. And if you have confusion, you can go back at the end. Don't give a lot of time to one question. Now, you also have to think in a logical order, because you'll find the keywords in an organized manner. Like from the first question, if the word is act, you may find action in the first few paragraphs only. Then second, if it is the second question, commence, you will find commence here, like that. You might get start in place of commence. Right? Now, this is the key how you need to do. And then you need to know the strategies. Yeah. Ma'am, how to understand long sentences. Yes, Health and Life TV, it's skimming and scanning. So you should know how to skim and scan. If you have long sentences, what you need to do is, when you are sentences, you are asking about questions, I believe. Long, so for example, multiple choice questions. Many learners face difficulty in multiple choice because option A, option B, and option C, you have long sentences and there is a question here. Question is even wrong. What you need to do, you need to be clever enough to underline the keywords. Supposingly, it's on a research, the name of the researcher. You find the researcher's name in the text and then go back. So, getting keywords quickly and understanding what they are, because they test your comprehension skills. So, in long question sentences, there you need to find out the keywords from the question. And then those keywords are checked in the text. Supposingly here it is quickly, you need to find out quickly in the given text and then do it. Scanning, so you need to be good at scanning in that, looking only for specific things, because see, you cannot give more time to it. So when you find that keyword here, because your answer would be around that keyword. So reread it and find it. Right? Okay. So now skimming and scanning. You need to be good at that. Okay. So read the text in a logical order. That is also important. As I told you, you need not read the passage first. Read it in a logical order. The headings of each section of the passage refer to what is contained. Each section where information is located could be actually found. Right? Now time, always remember, you shouldn't give more than 20 minutes on each passage. Right? Don't spend more than 20 minutes on each passage. It's very, very important, because you have 3 passages, long passages in 80. You shouldn't be giving more than 1.5 minutes to each question. So you need to learn quick reading skills, health. Yes. For skimming, that is, as I told you, that skimming is something that has to be learned. You need to learn, you need to get the idea. So for example, you are doing matching heading. You need to get overall idea of that text. How you can do skimming is, let's see. So if you have this question, it's a fast reading technique. It's a way in which you look for specific information. It's a fast reading technique again. Fast reading technique. What do? You read the title, subtitle, and read few sentences. You see if there are pictures. Mainly skimming can also be done for diagram completion. You understand and matching heading. You try and get the idea, overall idea of what the text is about. Reading the summary of the last paragraph and first can give you overall what this text is about. So these are the steps that you can take when you are skimming. Right? You have to understand what this is. Like for example, as the example I gave you before you came to the class, when you have a magazine and you are reading about the COVID situation, you are not going to read each and everything. You are going to get an overall idea whether the number of people infected are more or less, and what that news is all about. So you turn to titles, heading to decide what this is about. So such skills have to be developed before the exams. And when you take the timed test, you need to follow that you are reading everything in logical order. finding out the keywords, skimming. You should know how to take out the gist of overall paragraph, basic idea of the whole text. Right? So normal, first of all, you read normally and then you move your eyes. So this is how you do skimming. If you say, I'll say this way, to get quick information about what they are trying to say. Scanning is reading for particular specific information. That is scanning. For example, if it is a timetable and you want to see when Kanwaljeet ma'am is taking her class, so you will just see my name and then time. There would be many educators, but because you are interested in my class, you will be looking at my name quickly. Where is her name? So if you have a keyword, you just go through the key. Okay, this name of this scientist. Okay, so I got catalogs, this word. And it was there in the question and the answer would be here. But if it is repeated 2-3 times, you have to read and you have to find out another keyword. Magazines, that is when you are skimming a magazine, there are pictures, photos, some particular information, titles and subtitles that are there. You need to discover quickly articles, right? And then you read for detail later on. You just see the title, you see the subtitles, you can also see who has written it. For example, name is also written, and then you just see that you have some pictures around it, some photographs around it. You read it and you just go through it and understand. You skim and then you can read in detail to infer the information. If you are interested, you can infer. So if I want to know more about how is Kareena Kapoor's health after COVID, so I am going to find first the title, and if it is on the same reason or the article is on the same reason, then I'll find out and read it and then get to know how is her health. So I will, because it is something of my interest, I will get the answer. So you need to develop your interest when you are taking IELTS reading. Because I have seen that if we are interested in something, we read it for detail and we get to know it. Right? So these are the steps that you can have. Notice pictures, summaries, titles, subtitles, the first paragraph and the last paragraph, like that. I hope I have helped you in skimming. This is the way you can skim. And you can have scanning, searching for keywords, moving quickly over the page, less reading and more searching, because you know the keywords. So you just need to underline the keywords in the passages and find out rapidly running your eyes. This is scanning. And skimming is getting the gist, overall idea of the given passage. Because you need to use that in your, of course, matching heading. And take time tests. These are the different question types that you have. Short answer question, multiple choice, completion of sentences, notes, summaries, table, diagrams. These are the different types of tasks that are asked to you. Matching heading, locating information, matching list, true, false, not given, yes, no, not given. These are the different types of tasks that are asked to you. So what are the 5 important IELTS tips that I would give you? Look out for the title, heading and any special features such as capital letters, underline, italics, figures and graphs and tables that are there in the given passage. Just see for that. Make sure that you understand the question. And also remember one thing, there is one more tip that I forgot to, because different task types have different tips or different strategies. For example, true, false, not given. There are controlling words. Take care of controlling words. Sometimes they write few and some. You should know the difference between few and some and all. Some and all, there is a big difference. You might find the same sentence, but it's some in the question and all in the passage. So take care of controlling words. This can ruin your exam. So you need to be good at it. Pay attention to timing. Do not spend too long on one passage. Do not try to read every word. You are reading for a purpose. So if you are not good at vocab, even then you can do it. Not good, that is sometimes. Sometimes if you don't have because you are not an Oxford dictionary. Of course, there is vocabulary that you might be missing. So try to take out the meaning of it. Especially when it comes to passage 3. Attempt the question, don't leave it, and do not waste your time if you are not getting it. So these are the type of tasks that are there. For example, if you talk about diagram completion, there is a different way that you can go ahead with this question. So if you want to learn more from us, you can take subscription on Unacademy and learn from us. This is multiple choice question. There are different types of multiple choice questions. This is matching heading, as you can see on my screen. These are the types of tasks that are asked to you in each passage. Different task types are there. Locating information, matching list, yes, no, not given, true, false, not given, and then skimming and scanning. So if you want to learn more from us learners, you can be a part of our Unacademy Plus. As I've written, this is the last tip that I gave you. Don't just focus on unfamiliar words. Just move ahead and do scanning and skimming properly and manage your time well if you are taking IELTS reading. To learn more from us, you can be a part of Unacademy Plus. To take subscription, you can use my referral code. My referral code is KCAR10, everyone. And using the referral code, you can easily get discount on the fee structure. I'm so sorry, I'm just removing my slides. Yes, so this is the fee structure that you have. If you are joining us for a month, it is 2,700. After using the referral code KCAR10, it goes down to 2,430. If you're coming for 3 months, that's a very good time. It is 6,750 and you just have to pay 6,070 if you're using my referral code KCAR10. Then another thing is, important thing that you can learn from all of us. So I'll be coming live for a special class at 6 p.m. See you all there. And we'll be discussing about computer-based and paper-based IELTS. Bye-bye everyone. Take care. Thank you so much. So we'll be meeting again tomorrow with another topic. Bye-bye. Take care. Wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Happy Christmas. Enjoy your day with your friends and family.